Guru Marquez.
I want to address the issue of dress code. My family and I moved here about 2 years ago because we heard from several people that the schools in this area are very good. Found a home we liked and decided this was a good city to raise our children. In that time, I never once heard how the standardized dress code came into effect. I have asked several people with the district for this information and have yet to get a response. In any case, here we are with the dress code in place, being forced by the district to buy clothing for our children that they deem appropriate. While in theory I agree with the basic principle of this ideal, in reality it's putting undue stress on the families in this district. We are in a financial meltdown, people are losing their jobs, and families are losing their homes. While all this is going on, we are forced to buy expensive clothing that most children do not want to wear outside of school, for the simple fact that they are a school uniform. Most people who work in a job that require a uniform do not go out on weekends in those clothes. Our children are no different. Now we end up spending more money that we don't have in order to buy them another set of clothes. It is either that or they wear their school clothes to the movies or church, which I guess it doesn't matter if we can't afford to go to the movies. Now the principals and the faculty are using in-school suspension to help enforce the dress code. The students are told that if they are wearing the wrong colors or fabric, they will be put in ISS. They are told that if their shirts are untucked, they will get 3 days in ISS. They are told that they are not allowed to wear jackets that are not school approved, forcing the parents yet again to spend more money to buy something they can barely afford when they have perfectly good jackets already. Jackets are confiscated by the faculty and put in a box or placed in the school stage for anyone to pick up after school. The jackets are not labeled and the students do not have to prove the jackets are theirs. So what happens when a student goes to pick up his or her jacket and it's gone? Now the students are being told that if the jackets are not picked up by the next day, they will be donated. This, to me and probably most parents, is considered theft. To take something that does not belong to you by force and turn around and give it to someone else is stealing. How can the school board justify this policy? Now parents not only have to buy a new school-approved jacket, they are out the money they spent on the first jacket. Our children no longer have to worry about being harassed or intimidated by other students about the style of clothing they wear. They no longer have to worry about being harassed or intimidated by gangs for wearing the wrong colors. The schools have made sure of this because now that they are the ones harassing and intimidating. Students are being harassed by the very people that are supposed to teach and mentor them. My children dread going to school now because the faculty is more concerned with dress code enforcement than the students' education. The schools would rather have a child sit in ISS missing their normal class lectures instead of let them wear an unapproved colored pants for 1 day. I think every parent in here has had a day where they were unable to wash their clothes because they had a long weekend, and all you had was either dirty clothes or regular jeans. There are no warnings given, no written dress code violation tickets. It is straight to ISS. The schools have basically told the parents that the dress code is more important than their children's education. How can the school board justify this policy? How can we as parents accept the fact that our children's education comes second to their clothing? How can we as taxpayers accept that we are forced to buy clothing we can't afford? How can we be expected to accept the fact that while we are being financially strained, the district asks us to approve tax increases and the possible hiring of assistant superintendent at the same time there are rumors of teacher layoffs? Has this board lost focus about what is truly important? To me, the most important thing is my children's education, above and beyond anything else. This should be the school board's stance as well. I refuse to allow the board or the faculty of this district to give my child anything less than the best education possible. I refuse to allow this board or faculty to provide anything less than an environment that will facilitate my children's learning instead of hinder it. I refuse to let the schools become a place of threats, harassment, and intimidation instead of a place that mentors, educates, and encourages. That is what the schools should be, and this board and all parents should accept nothing less than that, as I do not.
Thank you, Mr. White.